Hi friends, my name is Emily Rosson and I'm the administrative assistant at Olivet. And it is May 8th, and yes, that is a Christmas tree in my living room. It makes me happy. It's going to be there for a little while. But I thought about Christmas specifically this week. One of the lectionary readings, the one from Acts, tells the brief but violent story of Stephen, the first Christian martyr. Stephen is also immortalized in that Christmas carol, Good King Wenceslas. It's one of those carols that we don't typically sing in church. It's not in the hymnal. So I have memorized the first verse. But if you look deeper into the lyrics, there's a really beautiful story. So it happened to be on the Feast of Stephen, which is celebrated December 26th, that good king famously looked out and saw the peasant gathering winter fuel. And he decided that he and his page would gather up some food and wine and pine logs to take to the peasant. So they're on the trek, they're heavy laden with all of these things that they're taking. It sounds like it's a pretty far walk. And at one point, the page says to the king that he is just so cold, he can't see how he can go any further. But the king tells him, "Get behind me and step exactly where I have stepped, and you won't feel the sting of the cold so badly." The page obeys, and as he walked in the king's footsteps, the carol tells us that he found those footsteps warmed, presumably by St. Stephen. And so in this carol, we not only hear a story about these two being blessed by helping the peasant, we also hear that reminder that we can find shelter and help and salvation by following in our Master's footsteps. Of course, sometimes that's easier to do than at other times. And thinking about this Feast of Stephen on December 26th, which is in many countries they call Boxing Day. It's a day that traditionally, where after the servants of a manor or an estate have worked very hard during the Christmas season, the day after Christmas, they are usually given the day off and they're given presents by the people that they serve. But I think it's really interesting that this Feast of Stephen is celebrated the day after Christmas. So we've gone straight from baby Jesus, swaddling clothes, no crying he makes, to the very next day, the price that one could possibly pay for being a disciple of Christ. So an interesting juxtaposition of joy and suffering so close together. But this hymn, just I think I'll never listen to it the same way after this year. And it seems like Christmas was so long ago. But sometimes just walking through the room and seeing that Christmas tree reminds me that there is so much joy, and that we will be able to once again celebrate our traditions and be together. And just that reminder too, that help can always be found in trying to follow Jesus, our Master and King. So I pray that you will feel the Lord's presence very close to you today, and that you might have the opportunity to also be blessed in service to others. I hope you have a good day. Thanks.